Ethics are the moral principles that guide our behavior, shaping what we consider right and wrong. In the workplace, ethics are the foundation for how a company operates and how employees interact. Workplace ethics mean making choices that are fair, honest, and responsible. Choices that impact everything from daily tasks to major business strategies. A strong ethical foundation builds trust among colleagues and customers, creating a positive environment where people feel valued. Without clear ethics, confusion and conflict can damage morale and a company's reputation. Ethics go beyond just following the law. They often require us to do more than the minimum. For example, it might be legal to sell a low-quality product, but is it ethical? Ethical companies consider the impact of their actions on everyone involved. This commitment to doing the right thing, even when it's not the easiest or most profitable, builds a resilient business. Companies with strong ethics attract and retain talented employees who want to work for organizations that align with their values. Customers, too, are more loyal to businesses they trust and respect. In today's world, a single unethical act can quickly damage a company's brand and bottom line. Ethics are a core component of good business practice, influencing every decision from employee treatment to community engagement. A strong ethical culture empowers employees to report wrongdoing and make the right choices. This creates a workplace where people can thrive, innovation can flourish, and the business can grow sustainably. Ultimately, workplace ethics are about building a system of mutual respect and a shared commitment to doing what's right. It's the backbone of a successful, sustainable business. Every employee brings their own set of personal values to work, shaped by family, culture, and life experiences. These values act as an internal compass, guiding decisions and responses to moral dilemmas. For example, someone who values honesty will be truthful with colleagues and customers, even when it's difficult. Personal ethics determine how we treat others, approach our tasks, and uphold integrity in our roles. Deciding what's right or wrong at work requires more than gut feelings. It takes thoughtful consideration of consequences. Employees often ask themselves, is this fair? Is it honest? Would I be comfortable if this decision was public? This self-reflection helps align actions with personal ethical standards. Personal responsibility is the first defense against unethical behavior in any organization. Sometimes workplace pressures test our ethics, like being asked to mislead a customer or cut corners. The choices made in these moments reveal true character and integrity. Companies that hire people with strong personal ethics build a solid foundation for an ethical culture. These employees become guardians of the company's standards, upholding them through daily actions. While personal ethics matter, businesses need consistency, so they create a code of conduct. This document outlines core values and specific rules for employees to follow, covering topics like conflicts of interest, confidentiality, and harassment. A code of conduct translates broad ethical principles into practical, everyday instructions. Creating it involves input from leaders, legal experts, and employees, ensuring it reflects the company's unique culture. But writing the code isn't enough, it must be communicated through training and regular reminders. The goal is to make the code a living document that guides daily decisions, not just a set of forgotten rules. When facing ethical dilemmas, employees can refer to the code for clear guidance. For example, if offered a gift from a supplier, the code may have a policy to avoid conflicts of interest. The code acts as an external compass, complementing personal values. Ultimately, it's a public promise of the company's commitment to ethical behavior. Enforcing the code builds trust and accountability, making it a cornerstone of the company's identity. A strong code of conduct is key to building a culture of integrity. Every business decision creates ripples that affect a wide range of stakeholders: employees, customers, suppliers, and the community. Ethical choices build trust and strengthen relationships, like investing in employee safety or being honest in advertising. These actions boost morale, productivity, and customer loyalty, creating long-term value. Unethical decisions, such as hiding product defects, can harm customers, lead to lawsuits, and damage the brand. Treating suppliers fairly fosters strong partnerships, while exploiting them may bring short-term gain, but long-term harm. The wider community is also a stakeholder. Ethical businesses create jobs, pay taxes, and minimize environmental impact. Companies that engage in philanthropy or support local causes build goodwill. Unethical behavior, like polluting or unfair labor practices, erodes public trust and damages the company's license to operate. Maintaining stakeholder trust through ethical actions is essential for long-term success. Every choice matters, shaping the company's reputation and future opportunities. Ethics are the foundation of sustainable business relationships. Let's look at real examples of ethics in action. Suppose an employee finds a mistake in a financial report that benefits the company if left uncorrected. The ethical choice is to report it, demonstrating honesty and integrity. This may cause a short-term setback but builds long-term trust with investors and regulators. In customer service, an ethical company might repair a product for free even after the warranty expires, prioritizing customer satisfaction over strict rules. This act of goodwill can turn a dissatisfied customer into a loyal advocate. On the flip side, unethical actions can cause serious harm. Insider trading, using confidential information for personal profit, is both unethical and illegal, undermining trust in financial markets. Misrepresenting a product's capabilities to make a sale may secure short-term gains, but leads to unhappy customers and damaged reputation. When customers feel deceived, they lose trust, demand refunds, and spread negative reviews. Unethical choices sacrifice long-term relationships for quick wins, ultimately hurting the company. Ethical actions, even when difficult, build a culture of trust and accountability. They set the standard for what's expected and what's unacceptable. Every decision, big or small, shapes the ethical climate of the workplace. Doing the right thing pays off in loyalty, reputation, and sustainable success. Ethics in action is what truly defines a company's character. Leaders set the tone for workplace ethics. Their actions speak louder than any policy. Employees look to managers and executives for cues on how to behave. When leaders demonstrate integrity and fairness, they inspire others to do the same. This tone at the top is crucial for building an ethical culture. Managers translate company values into daily operations, treating team members with respect and making fair decisions. They must create a safe environment where employees feel comfortable raising ethical concerns. Ignoring or punishing those who speak up sends the message that ethics aren't valued. Effective leaders hold everyone accountable, applying consequences fairly and consistently. They communicate the importance of ethics through meetings, stories, and training. By celebrating ethical behavior and keeping the conversation alive, leaders ensure ethics remain a top priority. Success is defined not just by results but by how those results are achieved. Sometimes an employee's personal values conflict with company policy or a supervisor's directive. For example, someone committed to environmental sustainability may be asked to work on a project they believe is harmful. This creates a challenging ethical crossroads. The first step is to fully understand the company's reasoning. There may be factors not immediately obvious. Open communication can sometimes resolve the conflict. Discussing concerns with a manager or HR can lead to solutions. If the conflict remains, the employee faces a tough choice: comply and compromise their values, or refuse and risk consequences. In extreme cases, leaving the organization may be the most ethical choice to maintain personal integrity. This highlights the importance of clarity. Job seekers should research company values, and companies should be transparent about their standards. Aligning personal and organizational values leads to a healthier, more ethical workplace. Navigating these conflicts requires courage and thoughtful decision-making. Both individuals and companies benefit from open dialogue about values. The goal is to find alignment and mutual respect wherever possible. Building an ethical workplace is a daily commitment, not a one-time event. Open communication is key. Employees should feel safe to ask questions and raise concerns. Regular team meetings and anonymous reporting systems encourage transparency and early problem solving. Integrating ethics into everyday decisions makes it a natural part of company culture. Teams should routinely consider the ethical implications of their actions and strategies. Recognizing and rewarding ethical behavior reinforces the right choices. Publicly acknowledging employees who act with integrity motivates others to do the same. Continuous education and training keep everyone informed and prepared for new challenges. Training should be engaging, using real-world scenarios to build ethical reasoning skills. Ongoing investment in ethics shows the company's long-term commitment. A strong ethical culture is built through daily actions, open dialogue, and continuous learning. Upholding ethical behavior is a fundamental responsibility for every business and individual. Ethics guide choices, shape company culture, and impact all stakeholders. For individuals, personal values are the compass. For businesses, the code of conduct is the blueprint. Every decision creates ripples that affect employees, customers, suppliers, and the community. Leaders set the tone, but everyone plays a role in building an ethical workplace. Conflicts between personal values and company policies are inevitable. but open communication and clear guidance help navigate them. Building an ethical culture requires daily effort, open dialogue, ethical decision-making, recognition, and ongoing education. A strong ethical foundation builds trust, attracts talent, and ensures long-term success. In a transparent world, companies that prioritize ethics thrive and earn lasting loyalty. Ultimately, building an ethical culture is not just good business, it's the right thing to do. That's it for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications.